Hey, everybody, welcome. I'm Natalie, and this is Scientology Life After a Cult. And today we are acknowledging, celebrating, talking about my 1 year here on YouTube. Today, it was a year ago today that I started my channel here on YouTube. Hey, everybody in the live chat, thank you so much, moderators, for being here and your help. Good to see everybody here. Thank you, members, for being here. How are y'all doing? I have had a very relaxing day. I will say I did have yesterday, I was like, okay, actually, let's back it up. This weekend, my daughter was out of town. And so I had a couple nights on my own. And I thought, okay, Saturday, I'm not going to, I did a couple videos yesterday. As you guys know, I did a stream with Aaron that was a lot of fun. Check it out if you haven't seen it. But I pretty much was laying low was my plan, and then to just get some work and stuff done today. I did no such thing. I've been laying low. I've been doing my puzzle, talking to some friends, and now I get to talk to all of you because this does not feel like work. In fact, I am still in my pajama bottoms, I will tell you. Aloha, Susan and Marcy, all of you. So great to see you here. Hey, Kathy. Hey, everybody. Hey, Danny, how are you, man? I got to catch up on the chat here. Danny, I saw your video yesterday. Be talking about it tomorrow, I'm sure, on the recap. And remember, you guys, if you see something, say something. Send me a link, timestamp, Natalie@lifeafteraCult.com. I'm going to be doing a recap tomorrow. But I know I'll catch up on the chat. He's probably chimed in a few times and answered. I'm looking at the earlier comments there. But anywho, hey, Rain Virus. Aloha cannot really chat because my phone is dying. Grab a charger, stat. Or maybe you're someplace where you can't charge it. Anyways, it was so fantastic to lay low. I was thinking about what Reese said the other day. Relatable Reese and I did a live stream on Friday. And we were talking about she's got a good way of like elevating things, making it somehow better, whether it's with an outfit, something at home. I thought, I got to get better at doing that for myself when I feel like it. But then when I feel like it is almost never. So I thought of her when I was relaxing and doing my puzzle because I turned on the fireplace and I elevated it. And it was a vibe and it was fantastic. I'd not had my puzzle table out in a long time. In fact, I almost forgot how long. Honestly, it's the grandkids. I tell them not to touch it. They touch it. They knock things over. The dogs eat the pieces. It's a whole thing. So it was really good to, I got one that you can kind of stand it up and it's got like this felt like stuff on it. So the pieces stick even if it's at an angle. Oh, it's amazing. And the fireplace made it absolutely fantastic. Armine, thank you so much. Here's to many more years to come. Absolutely. Thank you all for the beautiful, lovely anniversary wishes there. Can you believe it? Many of you have been here since like day one. I don't know. Hey, Anonymous Lens, aloha to you. I did not, it has not felt like a year, mostly, and sometimes it feels like much longer just because of what's happened during this last year. And I was thinking about it today, how all of you have been with me, many of you, through so many different things of the last year. And when I really thought about it, even traveling and going places, like we've done a lot, you guys, and we're going to chat about some of that. Thank you. I double tapped that like button. Thank you so much. Hey, me and Taz, Cubana Chica, I see you there. Atkins and Love Maddie. Look at this. It's like a morning recap crew. I like that slanted puzzle holder. Yeah, I love Maddie. It is just the best. I love it. I love it so much. So this weekend, like I was saying, I decided to why don't I just, is anything that I wanted to get done today, does it absolutely have to be done? And there was like only one thing. And so I did that one thing. Otherwise, I've been doing my puzzle and chilling and talking to my friends. So it's been a fantastic day. But I was thinking about this whole last year and how many things happened. Like, I don't know how much you guys have thought about it, but it has been a lot. It has been a lot. Yep, that's right, Marcy. You weren't day one, but a lot longer. Absolutely. Hey, Jersey Jan, thank you for being here. Yeah, think about it. So December 8th, and also one of you, and if you're here, shout out to you. I can't remember who it was, pointed out that because I said, yeah, my 1-year anniversary on YouTube of my own channel is December 8th. That's also the anniversary of Mark David Chapman killing John Lennon. And if you've been with me from the beginning, you know my connection to Mark David Chapman and how crazy that was. I had no idea. And I was like, wow, that is quite the coinky dink there. Seriously, it's like I did not know that. Yesterday was a year ago that I did my original video, marathon video with Aaron. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, Cricket Cinema. Hey, Andrea. So I thought about it like this too. So I started my YouTube channel in December. We got going pretty much streaming daily. And you guys didn't, I don't think you knew it yet. No, that's right. My Tony was not going to come on till we hit, was it 10,000 subs or 20? I think, oh my gosh, how do I not remember this? I got to go back and watch the video. It was 10, right? It was 10. It was 10. Tony said he would not come on my channel until we got 10,000 subscribers. And we got there and you guys got to meet my Tony. He was modding for the channel, which I really miss him modding. He was so much fun as a mod. And in many ways, many of you got to see him more that way than I did because I was always doing the video. And especially on a recap, it's harder to keep track of the chat. But I think about that too, like how great that is that you guys got to know him through the chat and also coming on. And he probably did, I think, 4 videos. If you don't count the videos from when we were traveling, he did like 4, just sitting here and talking videos, I'm pretty sure. And then he was in a few more videos when we were traveling, which you guys also came along on. Yeah, just a Northern girl, fast with the help of all of you. That was so fun, and I'm glad he did that because I like goals too and having some type of reward there, and he was not gonna give in on it. I was like, "Come on, this is like, why are you doing this?" He's like, "To motivate you and everybody else. I don't get out of bed for less than 10,000 subscribers." He was joking, of course, and being funny, but I thought that was hilarious. Atkinson, Texas, your Tony was such a handsome, funny guy. So special, truly. That's right, Kathy, that his whole shimmy shimmy that he did so well. I loved that. And I loved how he would just surprise you guys and even me by, just popping on in the middle of a live stream. And even with the videos that we did together, I'm so glad. I wish we did more because he had just such a great point of view and perspective on a lot of things. And I know how much I benefited from that. And hearing from many of you, I know that you did as well. And he did because he enjoyed it. He loved interacting and being in the chat until, he couldn't do it anymore. It was worth the wait, me and Taz. Yeah, it really was. It really was. At least he lived up, right? For the time that we had him here. It was absolutely worth it. Absolutely. Hey, Mike. Mike says, as a guy who likes fashion, he had a great fashion also. Yeah, he did. He grew up with his dad was in menswear and men's fashion Tony's entire life. And when his dad died, Tony took over his dad's store for a while. And got to do his thing there. So then, do you guys remember when we went to, where's the first place we went to? I think it was to Chicago, where Tony and I went to Chicago to go protest in Chicago. brought you guys along with us. We did that in Chicago. We got to meet so many people, and that was a ton of fun. It's something that he wanted to do. When I talked about, like, what could we do? Because we had family there that we could stay with, and we were able to drive because we're in Minnesota. That, wouldn't be too expensive, but could be fun, make it into an adventure, and involve our shared passion of exposing Scientology. It's a passion that Tony took on as well. And that was the first trip that we took to do that. And many of you were right there with us along the way. We did a big road trip. Evie, that's right. The donut incident, Scientology in Chicago. That's right. Jersey Jan stole my donuts. They absolutely did. Who accepts a delivery? My name was on it. They obviously knew it was me out there. Yeah, they stole my donuts, but you know what? That's their karma. And it was such a great trip. It was fun to do the road trip. That's right, me and Taz. I gotta go back. I have not looked back at those videos, the road trip videos, but we did a whole sing along. I think I enjoyed that part a bit more than he did. He enjoyed it for a while, but I kept it going long beyond. I think he was kind of done with it. That's right, Marcy. So rude, Cult of Scientology. Hey, Church of Satireology, welcome. Speaking of Illinois, hey, Selena, we were just talking about that. Thank you, Cubana Chica. I found it in a shop, and I really like it. And especially on a day like today where, let's be honest, I didn't shower. I'm still wearing my pajama pants. It's just easier to throw on a hat. But, I also put on some lipstick and did a bit of powder. So feel special, all of you. But what a fantastic lay low day. But I love hats for that. I absolutely do. I really do. Let's see. Thank you, Love Maddie. I had a great time talking to Aaron as well. It'd been a while. It'd been a while since we'd done a video. I can't even remember. It might have been September. I'm not sure. Something like that. Just time has just been going by really fast in many ways. Let's see. Oh, Bad Thetan, you got one final left to go and then back to chill. Oh, that's going to feel so good. Hasten to Scientology. Glad to have you here. Definite trouble source. I feel like I'm bragging when I say I met Tony in person in Clearwater. He was a superstar. That's not bragging. That's just fun. That was a great trip because after Chicago, that's what we ended up doing. Hey, Marcy's in her jammies too. I'm loving that. That's great. What about the Portland org? That was crazy. Well, Mike, you got to tell me more specifically what part. We didn't travel to the Portland org, but boy, there was a lot of crazy stuff that happened at the Portland org. I mean, the cowboy Scientologist who ran the red light and kept, tried to like water splash Rika. PTS for life. Jeff chased him down the street. I mean, it was just crazy. Just crazy. Did you actually go holiday shopping in the mall? Not the mall, because I'm not a huge fan of malls. Nothing wrong with malls. I was in a mall shooting once. I'm not big on going to malls if I can help it. It's a local store in Excelsior. I guess it's in a little, not even a strip mall. It's like this really nice, what do they even call it? It's indoors, and then there's like 1, 2, 3, like 3 or 4 shops and even a salon in there. But if you're on the street, the main street in Excelsior, you see the storefront there. But behind it is even more stores, and I was on the inside over by the bathrooms. If you're talking about the picture I posted of something safari, that's where that was. I'm so glad I went there because I was just not feeling like, I got my Christmas stuff up way early, as is my way. I haven't done it in years, but I did. But stopping in at that shop and visiting with the owner was like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm getting excited about it again. Tiggy, thank you so much for that super chat. And I love that name, Tiggy. I feel like it could be a really good nickname. I need more Tiggy in my life. Oh, rain virus. Good. You got your phone charged. Good. The stars are aligning here. We're all getting it together. Force of delightful nature. I love seeing how your family supports and vice versa. Truly, truly, truly could not have like made it through and continue to make it through without my family. They're just amazing humans. And I am so happy that many of you have had the opportunity to meet them here on YouTube, if nowhere else. I've had Shelby on a couple times, my daughter, and that interview on Erin's channel that she did, which was maybe a month ago, 6 weeks ago, was fantastic. And you guys see Lana on the regular on my channel. And the other day, I think it was my Thursday stream, my daughter Kelsey popped in. I don't think her face has ever been on YouTube. I don't think it has. She's been like, she was in kind of coming and going when I was doing a video where I put up the gate, but she had her hoodie on. She was, that was the first time she actually popped her face on in a video. She's been in the background. We've heard her voice. So that was Thursday. If you missed it, you can go back and catch it on the replay. Mike, yeah, my sister Lana is the best. She's coming over. I think we're doing a sister sleepover this week. So we're going to have to do another video, sit down and do another little chat. Hey, Susan P. That's right, Mama Opal. After she scared everyone to death, she felt like she had to apologize. Yes, my daughter did. She apologized on Thursday, or was that Saturday? And then the incident was on Thursday. I forget. But yes, it's just all, it's a blur. It's a blur. I know, Atkins. Can't believe it's been that long. Time really flies for sure. It totally does. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. That's right. You guys got to meet Oliver too. And my granddaughter, Mina. Ollie is adorable. I love his sass when you were doing math with Alexa. This kid is like that all the time. All the time. Sharona, hard to believe it's been a year. Also, 9 months since you offered memberships. Looking forward to what you bring us in the next year. Thanks, Nat. And thank you, Sharona, for being a member for 9 months. How amazing is that? I can't believe, too. You're right. Was it 9 months ago? Must be, because you've been there from the beginning. Oh, I love that. Justine, I know. She was so grossed out. Gosh, traumatized all of us, but she is all right. Joe, yeah, I did. So the other day I went and got my hair cut because I've been on the fence. We talked about this at a members only live last week, I think it was, on what I want to do with my hair. Do I want to keep coloring my gray, which I'm kind of sick of doing, or do I want to let it grow out, which I kind of also don't want to do. So I went and met with my hairstylist, who's awesome. We cut my hair. She gave me some options. And for now, I'm going to let it grow out. And then we shall see. So yeah, we're going to see. We're going to see how much I can let it grow out without it driving me crazy. And she thinks that the growth that she wants to get to, where she could maybe do a little bit of highlights. I didn't want to do anything too major, would be like in the spring. So we'll see if I can go that long, just letting my gray hair grow out. Now I've got things to put in it I don't think I could go every day and, I don't mind some of it showing, but like it grows in weird areas. So at least I want to even it up with either a spray or a powder. But my plan is to let it grow out. Maybe in the member only's lot. Well, it depends on if I put anything in my hair that day. I'll show you what it really looks like. I'll try and take pictures if my hair's not, washed. Bob, Lana has some feral in her. Oh, absolutely. We all do. We all do. Yeah, Jolie, I know. I love that your sis is constantly dropping major news you never heard before. Crazy. A lot of it is she's never been able to talk about it. It still was too difficult for her to talk about. And Lana's done a lot of therapy and different types of treatment. And I am so thankful that her ability and willingness to share what happened to her in the Sea organization in Scientology coincided to be shortly after I started my YouTube channel. And I will say this, I also believe that, and I know this because I've heard this from her, the fantastic feedback, acknowledgement, and understanding that all of you have shared when it comes to Lana in your comments over the last several months since Lana's been coming on, that really helps her too. Because these can be difficult things to talk about and share. And you guys are just amazing at holding space for people and making it okay. So thank you for doing that, because she's now on her own, even she's like thinking about more things and starting to write them down so she doesn't forget that she wants to share. So that is just it's just so different from how she used to be with it. And I'm really thrilled about it because it helps her healing for sure. Rainvirus, I love Ollie's dance party. Yeah. I love it, must be hereditary. Well, maybe probably a lot of people do this. We just break into spontaneous dancing around here. Either someone will say a certain word and then it's song usually, but if a song comes on or a certain part of it, it's just if one starts, then the rest of us, just will join in. It's been like we just do our own family flash mob at random times, and anybody can call a uncoordinated family flash mob. I didn't even really think about that being a thing until we did the video. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's right." Like that we do that. And when I do the pre-tape videos, my plan anyways, and how I've been doing it is just me doing something and I'm just going to record as I do it. That's why it looks so unorganized. You're getting the real story. I mean, I edit down for time and stuff. It's really time consuming, but I love the finished video and I love going through the process of doing whatever that activity is and trying to learn whatever it is I'm trying to learn. But I like doing it. But you definitely don't want to look to me as a how-to. But I think there's some things you guys might learn along with me. I didn't know how to use a drill. And the video where I put up the gate, I called Surrounded by Scientology, George, and he talked me through how to do it. What a game changer that was. It took me longer to figure out, I think, the drill than to put up the entire gate. Hey, Kay in Ontario. Yeah, I'm keeping warm. I had to turn the heat up 2 points the other day, and I've had the fireplace on a lot. It's been super windy. This weekend's been nice. It's been in the 40s. It has been. Did I see Feral Cheryl go flying by? Hey, Cheryl. I know I saw you. Hey, Dogs Unite Against Scientology. Thank you for the super chat. I love this stuff. It's just a conditioner. CHI Color Illuminate Conditioner helps maintain fresh color in natural and color treated hair. So it's conditioner. Color. Does it actually like put a little color in? I need to know that. Mama Opal, can you do me a favor and add that to if you text me later? Ooh, that's a great tip. Thank you. Thank you for that. That would really help, having ways to grow it out like that. Truly it would. Dye it purple, I don't know if it would work. To dye my hair purple, it would have to be stripped because it's so dark, and that's a whole thing is I just wanna the only coloring I do is on my gray, but I don't wanna I've been doing it for so long that I just don't wanna do it anymore. I like the result, but one, it can be really expensive, and I don't know, I just don't wanna do it anymore. I think about the chemicals. We'll see though, we'll see. We'll see if I can make it to January, which is my next I think I have a haircut in January, then we'll see if I can make it to spring. That's the goal so far, but I reserve the right to absolutely change my mind. So I don't think it would be too easy. I could probably spray purple stuff on my hair, but I don't think I could dye it. Mock, it's beanie weather after all. Yes. Yeah, Justine's. Yeah. It's like it's time consuming. It's I don't know, but I like the result. That's the thing I struggle with is I'm like, ugh. I don't want to look older than I am necessarily. But then again, I ask myself, especially at this stage in my life, I feel like, why? Why do I have to hide? Or why do I feel I need to cover up that my gray hair is growing out. And I've been asking myself that, like, why, if it's not bothering me, which it seems like a weird time to do it, being here on YouTube and showing up doing a video every day, but we'll see. We'll see. But I'm questioning a lot of these things. Like, do I really want to do that? Why am I doing it? Am I doing it because I want to do it? I don't know. I'm figuring it out. I don't have an exact answer for it yet, though. But we'll see. We'll see how long I can stand it. Lana grew hers out, but she did it with doing like some highlights and with the help of a hairstylist for a long time. And I really do think her hair looks great. Cindy loves a spontaneous dance move. Awesome, because we do love to do that. We love to do that. Wow, Rain Virus, that's interesting about your mom. Somebody on, so I think one of you said they were in their 70s and didn't have any gray hair, like, or had just started getting it. I was like, oh my gosh, like, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Force of Delightful Nature. I enjoy your DIY videos. Cookie one is my favorite. I'm glad. There are some other things. I actually want to make a cookie recipe from scratch. I want to make some keto gluten-free cookies. So from scratch though, one, I need to find a recipe that's not super hard, but I have like all the stuff for it, I'm pretty sure. So if any of you have any favorite keto gluten-free recipes for cookies, let me know. Natalie at lifeafteraccult.com. Thank you, Susan, for the reminder. Hit that like button, you guys. Check your subscribe. In fact, Anonymous Lens, I was over on your channel and I'm like, how did I get unsubscribed? So I hit subscribe again. I always check my subscribe button now because I'm so tired of that happening. I don't know why it happens. Apparently, there's not some YouTuber newsletter that goes out where they're like, or is there and I don't know about it? I don't think that there is, where it just goes out to everybody being like, okay, here's the issues this week. Is there? If there is, somebody tell me. I need to be on it. I don't think there is, though. So much of it is just a mystery. I'm so glad, too, that so many of you are dealing with the, dye your hair, not dye your hair issue. Do you guys remember when did we talk about Clearwater already? When Tony and I went to Clearwater, got to meet so many people for the very first time, because I did not know, let me think, almost anyone that I met on YouTube. Oh, chaffles. Yes, Mama Opal, don't let me forget about those. I've got the little like chaffle waffle maker, but I couldn't remember how to make them, and I just keep forgetting to look it up. Anyways, I got to meet so many people for the first time in person that I hadn't met. I had never met Aaron in person. I'd never met, I got to meet Liz Gale and Kelly Copter, George, everybody in Clearwater, which was so great. I got to meet Sandy McKenna and Farrell Sherrill and Lori Plays and Erica. And I know I'm missing people, but it was just fantastic. And that was one of the things that was really fun for me in doing that, was being able to go and meet people out there. Yeah, Sharona, I thought about the home box dye. I've done it before. In fact, I had not seen my hairstylist in well over a year. When Tony was sick, maybe even more. It might have been 2 years. Oh yeah, in fact, oh my gosh. No way. It was the whole time. I'm almost positive. That's right, because when we found out, the first time we found out Tony had prostate cancer, I was on my way to go get my hair done. And I canceled the appointment and went home to be with Tony. And I never went back again. Wow. That's why my hair was so long when you guys first met me. And I would just put it up because it was so ridiculously long. There was almost nothing that I could do with it. Wow, I didn't even realize it had been that long. Kim is blue. Yes, we got to meet in Coldwater. That is right. Just a Northern girl says, "I'll never regret taking the plunge to embrace my gray." I love it. And you look at it. It's like yours is gorgeous. It's really looks good on you. How long did it take you to, because that's the thing I think about, like, that's like years it feels like, or did you color it to, kind of catch it up? It's all gray. I'm curious. I am curious. Eileen, yes, I would love mug cake. Sounds amazing. I feel like I've seen a couple videos about that. Ditto Deb, yes, I started a puzzle last night about the fireplace, and honestly, it's most of what I've done today. It's so great. Justine, I watched that live and I saw this new guy in the background. Didn't realize it was my Tony. Oh, yeah. That's so funny. Eileen, stop highlighting in 2015. I'm 66 and happy with the natural gray. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Arkansas Flamingo, you shaved your head at work to raise money when two childhood friends were diagnosed within weeks of each other. Wow. HR wanted to know if I was okay with a bald head. Didn't care about bald, but lousy, 65% gray. Wow. So did it grow back gray or was it gray before? Wow. Hey, eat more pizza. Oh my gosh, Justine, yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. That was the time before when I didn't go for a long time. Susie, is the box dye horrible? Yeah, I'm gonna try and avoid it. There's some powder and sprays that'll help even it out, if I really am not liking how it looks. Except what did I do the other day? That freaking powder, I put it in my hair. It came off on my dang clothes. And whatever I was wearing on Friday, I think I was wearing that tan outfit. Could have been Saturday. This might have happened yesterday. I took my shirt off and anyways, the powder was on it and I couldn't get it to come out fully, which reminds me, I need to get, I thought we had it. I've been doing my own laundry, obviously, for 6 months. But Tony had banned me from laundry for like almost like, well, immediately after we moved in together, because I may have allegedly messed up some of his very expensive clothes. So for the entirety of our relationship after that, I never did laundry. So I'm back to doing laundry again, which is why like things like this happen. And I need to get the spray stuff to get out the black powder that's now in my shirt. I rinsed it as much as I could, and I could have sworn I had one of those Tide pens somewhere, but no, alas, it was nowhere to be found. So I was like, well, I'm going to rinse it for now and hang it up in the bathroom and just hope for the best. Cubana Chica, my puzzle is Hawaiian foods. I think it's called Hawaiian foodies or something like that. So there's poi and manapua, and there's some spam musubi in there. When are we going to talk about Danny? We can talk about Danny. What would you like to talk about Danny? He was here earlier. I don't know if he's still here, but I'm going to recap Danny on the recap. This isn't a recap show. This is just the 1 year celebrating my 1 year here on YouTube. I don't do a recap usually on Sundays, but pretty much Monday through Saturday, I'll do them Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central, and about 11 a.m. Central on Saturdays. Abraham says, I like you with long hair. Like that one pic you have in romper and wedges and a really big hat. Romper and wedges and a really big hat. Oh, romper and wedges. I got to figure out which one that is, but thank you, Abraham. And good to see you here. Oh, no problem, Adam. No worries. Yeah, not a recap. Not a recap. Just, hey, we've made it a year. Can you guys believe it? Let's see. Oh, Eileen, that's a great idea to do a support group about it. OxyClean, that's what I need. I need to do that. Ah, Lupita. Hi, Nat. I updated my photo especially for you today. Thank you for being real. My Tony taught me to be brave and happy. Thank you. I still can't show my bald head, but I will one day. Ah, thank you, Lupita. I'm glad that you're here. I has questions. Dish soap to remove a lot of stains. I would not have thought about that. Thank you. I should go actually probably deal with that tonight before it gets really bad. Stuck in there. I feel like I got most of it. Aloha pause for Andrea. I feel like I did get most of it. I did. I was thinking of all the places that we went, you guys. Love Maddie. Natalie, you'll be celebrating your second year before you know it. I hope. Yeah. It's going to fly by. It's going to absolutely fly by. Many of you were with me too when my dad passed, and I went back home to Hawaii for his funeral and those services. That was he died in April, and then I went back in May and live streamed from there. And it was so great to have you guys there. And that reminds me, I never went back. I need to go find those videos. We had there were professional photographers when we did the paddle out with all the lifeguards and stuff that my dad worked with. I need to find that. I forgot about that. Yes, SPTV Junkie. I love it. I have it in right now. Yes, I love that stuff. But that's what came off on my clothes. How did he not get it? I don't know. Okay, I don't know how I did it. Maybe it was because I had it in the front and I went like that, but I did. You know what? I probably put too much on. I should probably read the directions or look up a video on how to do it. Ooh, Mike, sassy dad, Conroy had fried spam for dinner last night. Awesome. I had it for breakfast the other day. Yes, Kim is blue. I remember watching your stream with that Hawaiian musician that your family loves. Oh my gosh, that was so great. Henry Capono. I forgot that you guys were there. We went to Duke's on Sunday on Oahu, which was a tradition. It's something we always did with my dad. We would go see Henry Capono at Duke's, where he was every Sunday, which is why it's called Duke's on Sunday. It's even live streamed on Facebook. Someone messaged me who saw it on Facebook that didn't even know I was there, and then was like, "Hey." Oh, that was a difficult time, but that was a good time as well. That was fun. That's right, Love Maddie. Spam, spam, spam. Monty Python. I think I appreciate so much that, you guys come along. I mean, I guess wherever I am, where I'm live streaming from, it feels like you're all going with me, especially the moderators. This last year, I wanted to make sure to really acknowledge all of you. It's been a crazy year, and the moderators do so much work. And thank you to the new moderators that we've had come on recently too. You guys know Nancy. Nancy also stars questions in the background on StreamYard for me. And so I physically will see Nancy each morning when we get started. And I've told you guys, she lets me have it. Here's how that conversation usually goes. I sit down, then she goes, "Are you going to wear that?" If it's something she thinks doesn't work. And I don't think I've ever gone to change. And so, but still, I love that she shares her opinion. And it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. It reminds me of the kind of relationship I had with my grandma when she was alive. Nancy's nowhere in age close to being my grandma, but that personality, I kind of missed it. So it was nice. And getting to know Nancy and getting to know Mama Opal and, Dip Me in Glitter hasn't been around for a while, but she's still around. She's just busy, got her stuff going on. those early days, learning about, you know, what moderators do. And so much of my channel, the chat that we have, in keeping it as positive as we can and a safe place for people to come and ask their questions and be part of a community. They're a huge part of that. They're probably the biggest part of that, because especially when I'm doing a recap, I don't see all of the comments because I'm usually focused on what I'm doing. I'll catch some of them, but they do. And their hard work is amazing at keeping things, you know, just going, keeping the wheels on the bus, as I always like to say. They're it's and they volunteer to do this. It's incredible. The appreciation I have for my moderators is huge, and I love all of you. And I think everybody in the chat too appreciates all this time that you put in. I guess I can say it's all ladies. I don't oh no, there is one male moderator. That all of you put in amazes me. And I love seeing you each day, and you guys do a great job at keeping things on track. And sometimes, you know, and I guess it's a good time to remind people too, sometimes mistakes are made, things are moving fast. I once accidentally blocked my Tony during a live stream. I don't mean timed out, I mean blocked from the channel. That was early on. Yes, all hail the mods. Definitely keep the wheels on the bus. And when I was going through, especially as I continue to as well, um, when Tony was getting really sick, and it was it in even after he died, I would tell Nancy, I'm like, in the morning, you know, we'd go to get started, and I told her, I said, I need you to not ask me how I'm doing before we start. I need you to just act like everything is great and don't ask me how I'm doing. After we do the recap, I'll tell you how I'm doing, and we can talk then. And that's just what I needed to kind of keep my head in the game to continue to do what I do here. And once I would get started, it's almost like a fake it till I made it if it was a really rough day. But I found myself like really feeling that enthusiasm and that excitement that occurs during the recap a lot of the time, because I get a lot of joy out of exposing Scientology, if you haven't figured that out. And it would help carry on into my day, you know, that energy, especially when things were really hard. And Nancy was great that way. She knew to just, before we start, just keep it business. And um it's just amazing. Nancy and Mama Opal have taken such amazing care of me leading up to Tony's passing, and especially afterwards. And all of you and everybody who continues to show up, all the fantastic new moderators that we have that show up and help out. It's amazing. They're really what makes this community fantastic. And I appreciate it so much, and make it fun. They bring the magic a lot of the times, you know? And I love that they're supportive of many of you as well, and vice versa. I love that you guys chat in the chat and you're getting to know each other. It really warms my heart. If I don't see the chat when I'm doing a video, I do try to go back afterwards and read through it. And you guys are just fabulous. You are. Susie, what? Read the directions? Have we not seen Natalie's cooking and DIY videos? I know, I was joking about reading the directions. You know what's funny is I was a total read the directions person. Everything. I almost, in a way, it would have been interesting for you to see me do a video like that before Tony got really sick, and then the after, because I think what you're seeing now is I just I'm so comfortable, or I'm not so comfortable. Sometimes I'm not comfortable with it, but I've gotten more comfortable with the ups and downs of things. I don't Sometimes I panic, but mostly I'm pretty chill, because I know that even if I have having a difficult time dealing with my grief, and I have a really rough day or a couple days, that there's going to be a let up from that, and it's going to get better, because it does. It hasn't been so nonstop. And so much of that, I feel, is because what Tony said is exactly what happened. He said when he was alive, he said, "This is going to be your community. These are going to be the people that you can talk to and share things about and grow your channel and expose Scientology together." And he was so right. I think what has made it not so much, I feel like it could have been so much worse in ways, and as bad as it's been, which it seems weird to say that, but I feel that I've been able to stay really more in touch with my own peace and finding joy, because so many of you have held space for me, and you continue to. Every time I lose it on a video and I'm crying and, am a snotty, upset mess, so many of you just continue to hold space and be understanding and supportive. And that has honestly kept me going and encouraged me to show up and remind me that Tony wants me to have an amazing life. It's the very last thing he ever verbalized to me before they intubated him. I love you and I want you to have an amazing life. And I'm so glad that so many of you remind me of that regularly. He was so right about that. And I'm so thankful for that. So thankful. I feel like we're just stuck together for life now. We've all been through a lot together. We just got to keep going. Antics of a mama squirrel. You've been amazing, Natalie. Strong when you need to be, and yet vulnerable and open with us. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for being here and doing all the cool stuff that you're doing. Love Maddie says, oh, Eric Rader made me an honorary mod on his channel. No way could I be a mod. They work hard. Thank all the mods on the channels I watch. Yeah, truly, truly amazing. Oh, Jen, I think I did find it. I found one in the Christmas tree. Cheryl, are you still here? Was that the last one? The one in the Christmas tree? The kind of purple one? I left it there to see if Oliver notices. He's been gone. So, but I think he's back tomorrow. Cassie, mistakes definitely happen while modding. I feel bad when I remove the wrong comments. It happens. That's the thing. We're all humans that are going to make mistakes. It just happens. And I think that's the thing that I've gotten more comfortable with, and I have more of a willingness to just let certain things go that are not within my control and just continue to focus on me, which is something that I've never done in my adult life. And, I was married at 17 in the cult, had my first child at 19, married again, child, all things I would not change. But I did not have any adult time that was just me. And I mean, just me, just not with a partner. I mean, even Tony and I were just empty nesters just the last couple of years. And unfortunately, he was sick the whole time and continuing to decline. I forget what my point was with that. Bad Phaeton says God won't give you more than you can handle. And even if it feels like it's more than you can handle, he holds you in his hands. Thank you. That is very sweet. Kathy Scogans, we feel honored that he trusted us with you. He did. And I feel like he didn't trust a lot of people, but this community as a whole, and specifically you all in the chat, he was adamant about it. And I mean, let's admit it, he was right. We've been through a lot, and you guys are still here, and I'm still here. And there's, new people who show up all the time to our community. And many of you are so great at welcoming them. I've had people on, we've had like Andy from Guitar Stuff Studio on, and some of people from his channel, and people from here have gone over there and are getting to know that content. I love that stuff. I absolutely love it. That's right, NH Carroll. Not bad people to be stuck with. Oh, yeah, there is one in the tree. I mean, I saw it. I see it now. I wonder if that was the one, though. It doesn't matter to you, not to me. Thank you for being here. You do you. Keep exposing the nasties. There's so many channels. No, we can't keep up. You help us dearly. I appreciate that. And many of you help me by emailing me because there is so much that even for me, for anyone, it is almost impossible, especially if you have other responsibilities or a life outside of YouTube to keep up on all of it. So I appreciate so much when you guys send me clips or links with timestamps and tell me what I'm looking at. I really appreciate that. And it really helps me kind of guide. And don't even worry if you think, oh, someone for sure would have sent it. Send it anyways, because that's often how I determine. Because I can't fit everything in the time we have, if something, like multiple people, if 20 people are emailing one thing and, two people only on one other thing, then obviously we're going to make room for the one that most of you are talking about. Oh, there's Feral Cheryl. No, that wasn't it. There's one in the bathroom. Ooh, I did not find that one. Oh, I wonder, is it in the secret drawer? Did you find the secret drawer? I keep forgetting there's a secret drawer until I'm like cleaning and then I find it again. Mark says, if you go through this mad ride called life, so far you might as keep the streak going and do this life nonsense as best as possible. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I think it's great timing, weird timing when you think about when I got started on YouTube. It was right when Tony was getting really sick again. He never really got better, but he started to get much worse quickly about the time that I was on YouTube when I started a year ago today. Um, he was just getting so much worse. So I remember that. And I forgot what my point was with that. The brain fog is strong this evening or late afternoon, depending on where you are. I'm catching up here, catching up on the chat. Thank you for the delightful nature. How you show up each day so authentically is beautiful. I admire that. I appreciate it. You guys make it. You inspire me to do it. And in a weird way, I think going through what I went through and what I'm going through, I only have so much bandwidth. This is how I see it. I only have like so many spoons, right? I only have so much mental and physical energy. And it's less than it was in ways before Tony died. Well, for sure, the bandwidth part, because the brain fog and stuff is so much worse. The doctors say it's called widow's brain. And I'm like, oh, great. So now I got menopausal brain fog and widow's brain on top of it. And I feel like I have grief-induced ADHD. They're like, yeah, that's on brand. Like that's part of the grief process. And I think embracing that and acknowledging that and just like, hey, it's going to happen. I'm going to forget things. And I'm trying to put systems in place more. So I write things down so that I remember. And yeah, I just basically try to be okay with knowing I'm never going to get it all done. I'm just not. There's so much that I want to do and get done, but it's just not all going to get done. I just have to triage how best I need to use that bandwidth and energy that I have. And I think in a way it's made me more chill in ways because I really don't have the energy and bandwidth for a lot outside of this. I do, with my family and friends. Um, but even then, they've been doing the heavy lifting. But little by little, and eventually, I know it'll go back to where I can do more of the heavy lifting. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I just don't want to do heavy lifting anymore too. That is also an option. These are all the things I often think about during window time when I'm sitting there looking outside, looking outside at the trees, trying to figure things out, process. Thank you, NH Carol, and you are stuck with us. Hey, Melissa, aloha to you. Thank you, Radiate Life. Congratulations. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's right, Love Maddie. Brain farts, we all get them, truly. Truly. Does it matter to you? Not to me. Can we send you long needles and have a game night while doing a voodoo doll ceremony with little Davy? We should do some type of game night, but it will not involve manifesting pain for anyone, even David Miscavige. Even then, that just seems like we could get into a really questionable karma kind of, but that is funny. Oh my goodness. Atkins, love all your merch, Natalie. Hoping to get some soon. Thank you. I need to do more updating and add things. My favorite stuff in the merch shop is everything for the never ends. Never in Scientology, but all in on ending this cult. That's something that Tony and I came up with together when we were talking about, like, what does it mean to be a never in? And that led to us kind of coming up with that, wording it that way. And then we're like, let's put it on a t-shirt and a sweatshirt. And it was a way, I think it's so fun because the vast majority of you are never in. The vast majority of my audience have never been in Scientology. And I thought, you know what, you guys should have something to wear too. But I need to do more. I need to do more and update the merch shop. That is on my list. Gina, you're so right. It was adrenaline that kept you going all those years. It's the only thing I can think of. I don't know how I did it. My own family at times is like, how did you do that? Like, I don't know. It must have been adrenaline. And Tony and I had a really special kind of love. It was, it motivated both of us. Drove us crazy at times too. It wasn't this perfect relationship all the time, but it was pretty damn good. Had its challenges like everybody. I think it's just there's something unique about him. You were quite the fabulous, gorgeous, hot mess. I appreciate that, Mock. Thank you. Bad Thayton, talk to Feral Cheryl. Talk to Feral Cheryl. Marcy says, I agree about the bandwidth. I used to say I have a bucket. When it's full, I have to take a break. Yeah. I'm even getting better at doing that. Taking breaks are not in my nature. I usually just want to go until I'm done or collapse, something like that. Now I'm like, no, like if I stretched more throughout the day, then maybe my back wouldn't hurt so much at the end of the day. And this last week is the first week that I've actually really cooked for myself. I have not had a frozen burrito this week, you guys. I've been making eggs and Spam or eggs and bacon. And this morning, in fact, I did take a picture. I should have posted it. I made scrambled eggs, bacon, and I even added some cilantro, which I love. No, wait, did I add cilantro? Yeah, I did. And some raspberries and blackberries. I was thinking, that's what Tony would do, make it look all like in a restaurant. And I did. I was like, oh, look at me. Self-care, check. And then I made a steak. I haven't made a steak in years because Tony was amazing on the grill. I didn't make it on the grill because it's way too cold. And, I have not used a grill in an incredibly long time. But I made it on the stovetop. It was so good. I made a ribeye. I love ribeye. I ate that thing for like 3 meals because one, they're kind of big. And I even made some zucchini, you can get in the store, the zucchini that looks like noodles. Somebody told me the other day, just do some like olive oil, garlic, or, butter, salt and pepper. Did that. It was fantastic. Just a Northern girl, you and my Tony nurtured a wonderful community with this chat. You set the bar where we all feel comfortable in here. And like you, your mods are kind and welcoming. Thank you. Thank you. And shout out to the mods. Yeah, that was like, I didn't know a lot about, I didn't even know about the live chat because when I watched YouTube, I watched it on television usually or my phone, but I never hit the button for the chat. And then I realized like when Aaron would bring up super chats, I'm like, well, what is that? It wasn't until like, not long before I got on YouTube. And even then I listen to more videos than I actually watch. So I don't see a lot of people's chats. Um, but I love that, I love our chat here. And which then well, I did then start paying more attention to some other chats, like, to see, like, okay, I see how this works with, you have, like, just the dynamic of it. And I looked at dynamics in different chats in all kinds of different genres of people who would live stream, and I realized, I think if I want my channel to be a place where anybody can come and hopefully feel welcomed and comfortable and will want to also show up in a way that's kind and respectful to other people, especially when it's hard and you don't want to and you rather say something else. Um, that's what I think we've cultivated and what so many of you do, and I appreciate that so much. And I think many people do. I hear a lot of good things about our chat. That they never been in a cult. I have a never in hoodie. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, Mock, that adrenaline keeps you going normally when you would be exhausted. I agree. It's like the secret sauce, I guess. CO Bill, my dad also died from prostate cancer. Hearing you talk about these things so frankly helps me see what my mom went through and how awesome she is. Men over 50, get your PSA test. Yes. I'm so sorry about your dad. I don't know how old you are, but I hope surely I know you're getting your test. If you're, in fact, I mean, if your dad had prostate cancer, you should be getting it a lot sooner than 50. Now I gotta know if you're getting a PSA. You don't have to say in the chat if you don't want to. That's personal, but now I wanna know. Now I'm concerned. But yes, you guys out there and everybody else who has somebody in their life that they love with a prostate, 50, gotta start getting it. It's a simple blood test. It can be done with your physical. So easy. Simple blood test. Screened for prostate cancer. Oh, Rain Virus, you're having spam tonight? You have a spam on my cuber? Oh, I've never cubed it up. I always just slice it. Love Maddie. I'm still laughing at your reaction of your daughter screaming about the dead mouse in her boot. Scary at first, but then funny. Oh, absolutely. I think that's how a lot of things start out scary, and then that becomes funny. Maybe that's just me. Obviously, it's not because you guys thought that was funny too. Mayor's girl, I didn't know about chatting on YouTube until I discovered Aaron, and then everyone else thought it was strange at first. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to I'm really behind in the chat. Yeah, I'm catching up. It is a lot to learn. Every day I watch a video or part of one about how to do something on YouTube. There's so much. Cubana Chica, I lurked for the longest time, then I became brave enough to join in. I love that. I'm glad that you did. Hey, Diana, you have a buddy in Minnesota. I love watching you. You seem so real, and I understand what you're going through. I lost my wife 2 years ago in 2 days. Wow, so sorry, Diana. That is rough. I am glad that you are here, and I hope that you have some fun. And yeah, so sorry for that, but I'm glad that you're here. Makes me think, like you're here. So then in another year at my 2 years, it's like, okay, it's inspiring to me just knowing how many of you have worked through different loss or you're working through it. And it doesn't mean it's all gone, but you're still showing up in the world. That is just what I try to keep doing. Dusty, love you too, Dusty Soda Dispenser. Are you guys heading out? Although you guys did a lot of streaming on the Lisa McPherson Memorial and Vigil. Lupita Net's mods are out of this world. They truly are. Jamie, you thought it was funny from the beginning. I love you. Had I known what the scream was about, I would have earlier thought it was funny, but it was a little like I said, I had to grab my bat. I don't know what I thought I was going to do. Dr. MLS, Natalie, you've helped me so much. I appreciate that. And you, me as well. I love that we can do that for each other. Gina says, I can't wait for you to find a show on Netflix titled The Worst Cooks in America. 10 seasons. You will feel like you're James Beard or Julia Child. Oh, I should. I should. Marilyn, hey, thank you so much. Happy anniversary, Nat. Thank you, Marilyn. Marilyn was one of the first people I talked to, too. After Aaron, I went on Marilyn's channel and then got to know some of Marilyn's audience, which many of us share. It's been so great getting to know her as well and see all her talents. That's good, Diana. Day by day. Sometimes hour by hour, minute by minute. I'm trying to read as many of your comments as possible. I found some other YouTubers first, but something about you just resonated with me. I don't know to say it without it sounding creepy. I just mean like a girlfriend to chat with vibe. Totally. That is not creepy at all. I'm basically saying that about you guys. I have so much fun with all of you. Thank you, Marilyn. Love you too. Same. Back out to you. I'm so glad. Oh, and Maggie Sue, you let your hair go natural a couple of years ago. The hardest part was the interim, but so worth it. You have thin hair, never received a compliment on my hair in my life. I get tons of compliments now. That's fantastic. So worth it. Yeah. It's bad enough I got to go and get my hair cut and stuff. I just like, ugh. It interferes with my work. Bodil. Do I say that right? Bodil? You, Marilyn, Reese, and Aaron are such good examples of how to interact with the chat, but all different. Thank you. I love that too, that everybody's got their own style and everybody's different and has a different take on something. I really enjoy that when different creators will share something that might be the same news, but each have their own take on it. I'm fascinated by that. And I always learn something about it myself that I thought I'll watch, say, a video that Aaron's doing and I'll go, huh, I didn't think about it that way. But now that you mention it, and in my mind, I like to think he does the same thing. I guess I've never asked. In my brain, that's what happens. Yeah, Marcy. I don't know if it's stage of life or season. I think just right now, that's kind of my season. I just am in the mood to obviously it would have to be someplace with YouTube, with internet, with very good internet. But I feel like I could live in a forest. In a house in a forest that Amazon could still get to. And there's really good internet. But I don't know. Things are just really, I am just taking it day by day. And I'm someone who is always such a planner. And I have goals for myself and where I know I want to be and where I know I want to go with the channel. And right now it's easier for me to make goals for the channel than it is only just for myself personally. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately. And one of the reasons subscribers on YouTube, it's the way that YouTube's designed with the algorithm following really the viewer, showing the viewer what they're looking for. You can reach so many people no matter how many subscribers you have. But I know there's still like, I want my channel to continue to get even bigger with subscribers and everything, because there are some collaborations and channels and interviews and people I would love to talk to that when you're a smaller channel overall on YouTube, they're just not going to talk to you yet. So everybody hit that subscribe button and that like, because there are definitely some conversations I want to have. And I know it's just a matter of also growing the channel too. Outside of the genre, well, Scientology, but still in the field of cults or news kind of stuff. That is in the new year, because I can't believe too, I've been here 1 year on YouTube, but we're also entering a new year. And I've been thinking about that. And I've gotten better. I've done it the last few months where I set goals for myself and the channel each month, but nothing crazy because I'm not, I'm trying to not work like a Sea Org member kind of thing. But having those goals and even having achieved a couple of them, it helps. But it's so interesting, like, pulling it back, like, going, "Okay, what is realistic that I could do that would still be, growing the channel?" Like, and I'm completely open for it to not happen slowly, but I'm also okay with, like, just being in that and not pushing myself so hard that I burn myself out, I guess is what I'm saying. I have such a high tolerance of that, but yeah. I keep that in mind that, it's just a different pace now, and I'm enjoying that different pace. And I'm also finding out that what I consider to be like not it's I'm still doing a lot. Let me put it that way. I'm still doing a lot. I'm just getting more comfortable with knowing not everything will get done. Not everything will get done, and that's okay. Dusty, because of Aaron, I have so many new friends. You, Natalie, Cheryl, Jerry, Lori, Becky, Poe, Erica, and Eric, and lots more. Yes, so true. I love seeing people getting connected up as well with each other and finding community and friendships here online. Buckled up buttercup. I lost my husband to prostate cancer last January. And honestly, just watching you navigate this first year inspires me. So many similarities, except I don't have a YouTube channel. But you're here with our YouTube channel. So it can almost kind of be like you do in terms of just still having this community. I'm so sorry for your loss. And I'm so glad that you're here and that me sharing helps you, because I know that's what helps me too, is hearing from you and many others who have gone through this and survive it and eventually will thrive. I know it. That is the goal. Mark, leisure is a nice concept to adjust to indeed. Except I'm finding out what I consider leisure is like the normal pace for, you know, a lot of people. So I've got a long way to go. But look, like today, I took so much time to just work on my puzzle. And and I'm going to go do it afterwards. Kelsey's going to be home in about 45 minutes or so. Thank you, Natalie, and all the huggers. That's so fantastic. You guys just show such great support for each other. And another thing I want to do is continue to do more interviews with people around the community or people who want to share their story, who've left Scientology. I even want to do interviews and talk to people who've been in other cults. I have talked about doing this for a year. And it's, again, bandwidth. It's about bandwidth. But I do want to start to prioritize that, especially in the new year, which is just a couple of weeks away, because I'm fascinated and I feel like we learned so much about ourselves, about even, like with Scientology, by learning about different people and their experiences, because I think there's so many different points of view. And the more we can expose ourselves to, like, that's, I think, fascinating in how we learn. And I have so many questions. As a former cult member, I'm really interested in speaking to other former cult members, maybe even current cult members, and just get their take on some things and share those conversation with you guys. But pretty much like I've done, but just adding in more other cults as well, because I really want to learn more about, oh my gosh, I have a whole list, you guys. The problem has been there's so much news about just Scientology that there's just a lot to cover. I'm going to have to just start putting it in. There's so much. Melissa, Reese's face when you said that you got a puzzle was priceless. But hey, I like puzzles too. I know it was. I had to go back and watch it. I tagged her in my community post that I did last night of me doing my puzzle by the fire. Thank you, Marcy. I'm glad you love the interviews too. Marilyn says, you're so right, Nat. Scientology has so much in common with other cults. It's uncanny. True. Hey, Joe Buchanan. Thank you. Hey, Natalie. Happy anniversary. I appreciate that. Nana Nana Boo Boo, like when I escaped Scientology, getting me to land with the Mormons. Did you really? Are you still Mormon? Hey, if you want to talk about it, shoot me an email, Natalie@lifeafteraccult.com. I need to learn more. Mormonism fascinates me too, because like Scientology, there seems to be different levels. Pause for Andrea, inspired by Jenna's chocolate martini the other day. I just poured myself a special coffee with Kahlua spice rum and cream. Oh, that does sound yummy. I'm going to have some cinnamon tea after this and do my puzzle. Antics of a Mama Squirrel. We're starting a roaming gnome with Parodytology's blue gnome that he made and then won on Manning's Cub Champion 16 fundraiser. Very fun. That's awesome. That's cool. That's very fun. I would love to see that. Tanya says, we need a Natalie and Reese puzzle day. Oh my gosh. Who would come if I did a one in the chat if you would show up if I did a live stream while puzzling? I personally would love it, but I don't know if you guys would be here for it. We'd obviously be able to talk, but you'd have to do a lot of the talking because I don't know. Could I talk and puzzle? Yeah, I could. I totally can. I do it on the phone. Okay, that's surprising. Ditto Deb, that's interesting. I had to learn how to separate faith from how I was brought up in a Pentecostal church, but it took me years. Yeah, it really does. Okay, maybe we'll do that. Oh my God, Feral Cheryl especially is here for it. Okay. Well, I will look. You know what? Now would be a good time to do it, especially leading into the holidays. And I could probably set it up so I could see the comments and stuff on an iPad or something. And I got my new microphone. So, the one I can wear. Oh, dang it, though. I couldn't get it to work on a live stream. I got to practice that. It works fine on my pre-record, but when I went to do the live stream, although it might not matter because if it's just us, the mic on the phone is pretty darn good. Yeah. Oh, or adult coloring. Yes, indeed. Ooh, that reminds me, Abraham, I need to go open your email. Abraham sent me some adult coloring. I can only wonder what that might be. You're right, Atkins. Those things are good for your brain. Cool. Okay. Well, then we're going to have to do it. We are going to have to do it. Oh, Mama Opal, genius. She could put the picture up on the community page and we could all print it out and color it together. Mama Opal. Yeah, I could scan them from my book, right? Okay, good. A coloring live would be awesome. We'll do both. Sandy, you can start a new YouTube trend, ASMR puzzles with Natalie. I saw this video the other day about the ASMR community. What was it about? It's something about like how there's the community got so big that there's all these specific niches within ASMR. And some of them are, I forget what it was, but it was something sexual. But I'm like, dang, there's just something for everybody these days. There really is. Jem, I missed the videos where you all streamed together from your own channels until YouTube got upset that multiple channels made money from the same stream. So as long as the creator is creating majority of their content, original content, it's fine. It's not an issue. But yes, I think, it's been a crazy year and I've never done a game night and I'm looking forward to it. We've got like one more thing. So what we want to do is be able to do a game night together and put it on the SPTV Foundation page or do it as a fundraiser for that sometimes. But we have one more thing we need so we can do it on YouTube. But regardless, I want to do a game night just in general, something like that. Dancing Deer, great talks on Mormonism and other cults and religions. I love cults to consciousness. I'm so behind. Ugh, because so much Scientology stuff. I'm so behind. I need to watch some cults to consciousness. I love her. We could do adult coloring in honor of Aaron. What would, but Aaron doesn't adult color. I'm missing the backstory or joke here. So me and Taz, you got to tell me. Or just in honor of Aaron in general. Oh, we could adult color an image of Aaron. How funny would that be? I've learned crocheting and talking at the same time. Okay, Marilyn, thank you for sharing that because I was like, am I the only one that I don't know that I could do that and talk or, answer questions. But I'm like, I can puzzle when I'm on the phone. So, yeah, but coloring, yeah, I could do it. I could do it. But I get it. I can see how that would totally be hard. Oh, Susie, there's a lot of puzzle YouTube channels. No way. I'm immediately going to search them up and see. Ooh, I could do a puzzle. Talk cults. Why would you say adult coloring? Does it sound not PG? Why? Oh, why when you say adult coloring? Because I have a dirty mind. That's why. Adult coloring. Although all the books that are like mandalas are considered adult coloring books. They're just coloring books for adults. They're nicer. They have often a ring so you can like flip it over so it stays open better. They're bigger. I really appreciate the bigger ones being I'm a woman of a certain age. And I feel like my strongest glasses don't even work anymore. I got to check that out. I've seen some adult coloring books with bad words. Yeah, I've seen those too. I love adult coloring too. Joe, I've not collected any stones yet to paint. I do have the paint. I wanted to go up north, but now it's cold and might snow anytime. So I did not yet. I only color when I'm going to a game. Oh, I laughed when Aaron said, "What do you mean by adult coloring book?" That's right. I forgot about that. Okay. I get it now. I totally forgot that reference. Are you watching Sandy this on the big screen or the puzzle stuff? I'm gonna go watch puzzle stuff on the big screen. Actually, I'm gonna finish. I've been watching Resident Alien on Netflix. This is like one of my favorite shows right now, and I'm sad that I'm almost done with it. It's so good. I forget the actor's name, but he basically is an alien, and it's a whole thing. I saw it on Netflix for a long time, never watched it because I thought it was stupid. It looked kinda dumb, and then I started watching it, I'm like, "I love this," and I relate so much to him. Maybe a lot of you might too. I mean, killing people aside, I'm, like, not down with that, but many other things. I'm like, "Yeah, I feel that way." Abraham says, "That's no fun. We would need 2 colors only, beige for skin and black for outfit." Oh, that's funny. It'd be fun. I wonder, how do you make a coloring book? Like, can you take pictures and like, I just feel like how fun would it be to have like an SPTV coloring book, an SPTV adult coloring book? I feel like it would be fun. I know I would like it. How hard could it be to make? I feel like somebody could do it. Then when we just like put it in book form, there's got to be a place where you can just order it up. If anyone knows, can you email me, Natalie at lifeafteraccult.com and let me know if you know? Yeah, Marcy, I think it would be fun too. Oh my goodness. Look at you guys. We're almost at an hour and a half here. I didn't want to stay out too late because I gotta get back to my puzzle. See, this is what I'm talking about, like random breaking into dancing. I should just not fight it as much as I do when I'm on here and just do it. I do it a lot of the time, but sometimes I'm like, I don't know, is now the time? I'm not sure. That might be weird. I'm just gonna do it. You guys are just going to get full-blown weird Natalie. But thank you, you guys, so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Tomorrow is day 1 of our 2nd year here on YouTube at Scientology Life After a Cult. My appreciation for all of you will just never dry up. I'm having so much fun doing this, and it has been such a huge part of my healing in so many more ways than Scientology. And I think you guys know that. Same with the moderators. All of you are absolutely amazing to have here. And today's Sunday, so tomorrow I'm going to do a recap at 9 a.m. And yes, we will be talking about what happened to Danny. I hope he's doing better. I know he went to the doctor, but let's save it for tomorrow. Love you all. Thank you for being here. Oh, Bad Thayton's going to go watch Yellowstone. Nice. I like that. Love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. I hope you all have an amazing cult-free evening.